Greetings, YouTube. The doctor is in. Dr. Urias Papers here, coming at you with another commentary on Marvel Contest of Champions. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like button. And if you have any questions or comments, leave a question or comment. All right, today we're doing another episode number 8 of MCOC Champion Highlights, and we are going to highlight Diablo. So I have a 5-star rank 5, level 65, signature ability 82, awakened Diablo. So let's take a look a little bit at him first before we go in, because he's got some really important stuff. So always active is Diablo's self-experimentation, which grants the following. He gets energy resistance, pretty good energy resistance. All incoming poison effects suffer a 100% potency decrease. So that's really important, especially if we're running suicides, because he puts poisons on himself. And we have a poison that we start out with that do no damage, but the debuffs are still there, which means willpower kicks in and starts to heal him, and he heals like a boss. And then his basic attacks deal energy damage instead of physical damage, so that's kind of important too. But of course, you do not want to put him up against, say, Human Torch. So he is a master alchemist. He has some pre-fight abilities. He can add up to 3 alchemical ingredients to his Philosopher's Mix, which basically activates after you do a special. And he has unlimited ingredients, but he can only add 1 of each type per fight. Okay, so for each ingredient not used, you gain 2 indefinite vial of mites, granting an increased attack rating and a bonus to your poison potency. So that's really important. So you get a vial of mite whenever you do specials and things like that. So when he launches a special attack, his Philosopher's Mix it activates and lasts for 8 seconds per level of the special. So it's 8 seconds for a special 1, 16 for a special 2, and 24 for a special 3. And it heals Diablo for 113 health every second, which is a lot because he's already got some healing going on because of willpower and the self-poison. And then it also gains effects based on which ingredients were added in the pre-fight. So one of those ingredients is Distilled Will. Energy damage causes Diablo to passively heal 70% of the damage taken. So if you're going up against somebody you know, like a Magneto, who does energy damage, you might want to pop this on. Essence of Null. Every 2 seconds, there's a 100% chance to nullify 1 buff on the opponent. So if you're going against someone like Hyperion, or a Colossus, then you would want to do this Essence of Null. And the last one is Grain of Uru, gain immunity to stun effects, and Armor Break debuffs. And that might be important for opponents like I'm having a pause, a Terrax, who does a lot of armor breaks, and also Silver Surfer, who does armor breaks. So and then of course, depending on nodes you're going up against, you might want to activate some of these too. So personal poison debuffs. Unless otherwise stated, Diablo's personal poison debuffs inflict about 1,500 points of damage over 14 seconds and reduce healing by 30%. Each heavy attack, each hit inflicts a poison. So when you hit them, it's a 2-hit heavy, they get 2 poisons. The second medium attack has a 75% chance to inflict a poison. And so this stacks up and does a lot of damage, and it will essentially turn off healing. Okay, so when he uses his special one, after the attack, Diablo will drink his flask. He drinks for 1.5 seconds, and he gains regeneration, so more healing. If you don't drink it, that is, he'll run back, and then if you make him run forward, interrupting him drinking his potion, he gains a vial of might and pauses all poison effects on the opponent for 10 seconds. And remember, that vial of might is up here, and that's more or less a permanent thing. And where did we see the vial of might? Here it is. That gives him an attack rating and potency to his poison. Okay. Special 2, first hit reapplies all personal poison effects on the opponent. So if he's got like 8 personal poisons on himself, blam, they go on the opponent. This attack is unblockable and deals energy damage. The burst of damage increases by 20% for each buff and poison that the opponent has gained in the fight. It's up to a maximum of 500%. That's a lot. And so his special 3 can only be used once. Can only be used once per fight. The attack gains a bonus to attack rating. And it also gains effects based off which alchemical ingredients have been added to the flask. So if it's distilled willed, he gets regeneration. If it's essence of null, places 10 detonate buffs on the opponent, which last 20 seconds and deal damage when they expire or are nullified. And then Grey Naburu, Philosopher's Mix, is paused for 10 seconds. And for each vial of might, there's a 100% chance to inflict 2 poison debuffs. And remember, we get these vials of might from special ones by interrupting that last drink that he's going to take. Okay. So, and his signature ability. Let's not forget that. So while he's poisoned, Diablo takes 24% reduced damage from all sources. And he's always poisoned if you're running suicides. While the opponent is poisoned, he gains a bonus to attack rating. So this is going to go up even more. So he's very tanky. He's incredibly tanky. He has a lot of healing, a lot of energy resistance, and a lot of damage reduction. So, all right, let's take him in and see. Let's take him around, see how he does. So we are going to go to our favorite punching bag, Winter Soldier. I want to possibly edit this team a little bit. Okay, so right now, let's go to edit team. Right now, I've got 3 things activated on him. I've got the Kingpin in here, and so his personal poison debuffs become passive and gain a 10% potency, which means passive essentially means they can't be turned off. They can't be nullified or turned off. Let's see here. Special attacks gain a 70% chance to inflict a stun debuff lasting per... Okay, let's pop this in. So, what else do we got here? We got a Diablo. All right, so we'll pop in... we got 2 Dr. Dooms. All right, and then we'll do this. Philosopher's Mix is paused during special attacks. We'll pop this in. I think, okay, one thing I've got here is, okay, I don't think we need him then. I don't think we need him, so we are going to, what's this one here? Poison effects on opponents reduce healing by 50% instead of 30%. Or we can pause Philosophers. We're going to do that, so we're going to stick him in instead of Mr. Fantastic. All right, so he's pretty buffed out now. He's pretty tricked out. So essentially, he's got passives and they have a plus 10% potency. He's going to put stun debuffs that are going to last for a while after specials. His Philosopher's Mix is going to be paused during his special attacks. He's got a bonus to crit damage. And I think that's all we're going to do. Okay, so let's go in and let's take him for a spin and see how he does. And so I'm not gonna activate any of this stuff because Winter Soldier can get some buffs, but I don't really care about them. So I'm gonna keep all of this stuff going, which means my Vial of Mites are gonna be. I'm gonna get some more, and they're gonna be a little bit more potent. So we're gonna hit him with the medium. There's a first. There's the second. And there's a heavy. And now he's got 5 poisons on him. And there's 6. So you can see all that poison damage he's taken. And I'm going to go for a I can only do this once. And it does quite a bit of damage. Alright, so he's got 17 poisons on him now. And I need to get a special one going. And I just interrupted it, so that paused all of those poisons. So I'm going to keep doing that. Oh, now they're all gone. So we're just going to... So you see how much damage this is just doing. And you notice my... My health bar has been almost at 100 the whole time. Okay, we're going to hit him with a special too. Oh, he hit me. Okay. And look at my healing, because I've got poisons on. I'm already at 94. Now we'll back up and we'll get our, and there's our regeneration. And I'm back up to 100. And we got more poisons on him. And we'll get more healing. And that's it. He is in the bag. So that is Diablo, and at his best. So I think he's one of my favorite characters to play, and I think he is well worth it. He is definitely God tier, and in my opinion, he's probably pretty close to beyond God tier because of his utility. He does have one particular synergy with Doctor Doom that I like to use. And it's applied to Doctor Doom, and that is when Doctor Doom has an opponent staggered, and he's on a team with Diablo, every heavy attack after that is an automatic crit for Doctor Doom, which for my Doctor Dooms ends up doing about 13 or 14,000 points of damage. So I think that's really important. So he's a good match for that too. So all right, thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you all later.